So the first thing I see right here, rose hips. And that's not a rose hip, but this is barberry. It's barberry, and actually those are round. See how round that is? This is actually allspice. Yep. So yeah, there you go. Allspice or barberry. It'd be hard to tell them apart sometimes because they're really, really similar to each other. Yeah. You know, I'm backlit, you can still see me. What about that? Places like this can be a lot of fun, and they can be really dangerous too. You gotta be really careful when you're climbing around places like this right here. These rocks are a lot of fun, but they can slip out from underneath of you and cause you to fall. So you gotta be extremely careful when trying to traverse something like this. Yeah. Oh, look. Rabbit tobacco, or the mullein plant. Let's see, what are these right here? That's common plantain. See the striped leaves? Oh, that's edible. And this plant right here, folks, this plant right here is called bittersweet nightshade. And it's a plant that's in the potato family, in the tomato family. Even though that plant is related to both potatoes and tomatoes, the bittersweet nightshade, as you see right here, with its delicious little tomato-like fruits, is deadly poisonous. And these here, this here is one of my favorite plants of all time. See what it looks like. It's got a crinkly surface. They're round leaves that almost look like lily pads. And these leaves right here taste like garlic pepper. They taste like garlic and have a peppery kind of flavor to them. So they are really, really, really good. You can see they grow all over right here. There's a whole patch of them right here. Remember, this is middle of January, folks. I mean, we're in full-on wintertime right now. But still, those little garlic pepper leaves are still coming up, and they're still good. Man, those have a good flavor to them. So that's a pot herb. I mean, you could just cut a whole entire pot full of those and cook them up and eat them. It'd be really good. Some people say if they eat too many of these leaves, it kind of upsets their stomach, but I've never had a problem with it. So just be aware of that. If you choose to try these, eat a small amount of them at first. If that goes down good and it all agrees with you, then yeah, eat as much as you want. But that plant can cause stomach sensitivity in some people. But I've never had a problem with it. I can eat a whole bucket full of it. It don't hurt me a bit. Each person's physiology is a little bit different. So even though I'm describing all these edible wild plants to you folks that you can go and eat, not everybody's going to be able to consume all of them. And even more people are going to dislike some of them. So even though there's 10 plants available, there might only be 2 that you can make use of because you just don't like any of the other ones, right? So that's how that goes. Put up this forgotten stairway here. Look. Yeah. It's just an abandoned stairway that goes to nowhere. View back down the hill. Yeah, it goes down quite a ways. Right here, folks, look. Oh, they already stuck to me. Look, it's a burdock plant. You see the burrs are already clinging to my gloves. These are absolutely full of seeds. See the seeds right there? Like there's one, there's one, there's one. So all you have to do with this plant right here is you collect the seed husks, get all the seeds out of it, roast them over a fire, and eat them. You know, I just showed you the seeds. And yeah, that's what a burdock looks like. They look a lot like thistle, only the burdock plant doesn't have sharp, spiny leaves that stick off of it. As you can see right here, the stem of a burdock plant is smooth, where a thistle will have little sticky, pointy leaves all over it. So that's the difference between the two. So burdock is really good food. And here's another one. Look. See, there's another handful of burdock seeds. And the reason I'm showing you this, folks, is because the burdock plant, this plant right here, will keep the seeds inside the pod all throughout wintertime. So even in February and first week or 2 of March, you can still find burdock seeds inside the seed pods to feed yourself with. Always being aware of the mold danger. If they look moldy, if they have a really black color, or if they're white moldy looking, or if they look defunct in any kind of way, just don't eat them. If they look fresh, if it just looks fresh and dried, then by all means process the food and eat it. And you want to talk about a good meal? Look, this whole hillside right here is covered up with burdocks. And those burdock seed pods, they'll stick to your clothes. You know, they're hitchhikers. They'll grab right onto your clothing and take a ride with you if you let them. So that kind of makes them easy to carry. If you don't mind them stuck to your back. Alright. Enough of the jokes. Got this cherry tree right here. Of course, there's no cherries on it right now, but the bark, the inner bark off of this tree, you can use to make medicine. You know, if you're congested or if you're coughing or something like that, you can chew on a piece of cherry bark and it'll do the same thing cough syrup does. Just don't overindulge on it. So over the past 14 years, I've improved all of my techniques of wilderness survival and food gathering, food processing. But I still hold true to all my original values. You know, the videos that you watched 14 years ago are still, you know, top current information to me today, because there's just nothing better out there. And that's the reason why I share the information in these videos with you, is because it's, you know, there's just essentially no other viable option of getting the things that you need. Alright, look at what we got here. Dandelion plants. The leaves are still tiny. Look how little the leaves are. But you know what? That's edible food right there. The flower, the leaf, the root. Yeah, let's dig up that root. Rip one up. Yeah, dandelion roots are hard to get out of the ground. So with a dandelion, you can eat the leaves, eat the flowers, but the root is also consumable. It has, really fibrous strings in it, so you can boil the root, smash it up and strain it, and drink the juice that comes from it, and that has a lot of nutritional value. Or you can dry the root, roast it in a fire until it's brown, and then make a coffee-like drink out of it. You brew it up like coffee. So those are two really good drinks. And of course, it's in February right now. We're in winter time. But yet there's all these things out here that are still available for us to make use of. Look, these dandelions have gone to seed already. Look, there's a little seed. And the dandelion seeds, the seeds that are inside there. Those little light brown colored seeds, those are edible too. You can eat them too. Same way, you roast them in a fire, cook them, and eat them. You can grind them up and make flour out of them. If you like scones or whatever, you can make dandelion flower seed scones, which are really good. Or you can make burdock seed scones, and those are really good. Alright, yeah, these are pleurotus mushrooms right here. These are edible. And so even right now in the middle of January, I can still get these edible mushrooms. Yeah, very good. Very good stuff.